What's up, y'all? Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. I had to run that back. Having some technical difficulties. How's everybody doing? And happy Friday to you all. Hey. I am on my way. I'm coming. Trying to get this stuff straight. I have a delay, so it's giving me a hard time. I'm trying to get it straight. I hope everybody has had a happy or is having a happy Friday. Looking to the weekend. I hope. Um, Child, I forgot I got to take my nephew to this Halloween party tomorrow. Not that it's a problem. Yeah, I know I ain't got no problem doing it, child. I just forgot I had to do it. So we're going to a Halloween party tomorrow evening, but it's a kids party, child. It'll be over. I think it starts at 4. It'll probably be over by 7. Um, Let me come into the chat. I'm almost ready, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna have these problems. All right, here I come. This thing is giving me I don't know. It's giving me a delay. Like the video, please. Since you're coming in the room, please like the video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the delay. We are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, there's a delay, and I was trying to get it straight, and I was trying to get a video up, but it was holding on to the video. It was a mess. I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Let me speak to my people. What's up, Janae? Hey, Bobo. What's up, Cool Gamer? Nicole, Miss Bay Thing. Hey, Cam. Mwah. Hey, Boo. Casmine, packing for my Lizzo concert. Ooh, you want to see Lizzo? Hey, girl. Hey, Sharice. What's up, Diva? Hey, Dark Liquor. Katora, excuse me. Hey, Below. What's up, Sharice? Lady Libra. Hey, love. How have you been? Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. Hey, Jonathan. It's so good to see you, Lady Libra. I hope you are well. I know the last time you weren't around, you were having some health issues. I hope you are well. Yes. I gotta untangle. I'll do that when I get off of here. Yes, Hallmark movie season. El Teddy just tweeted about it. Yeah, he better stop hating on my Hallmark movies, my feel good movies. Listen, Hallmark helped me get through the day sometime. Okay, you can't be hating on Hallmark. But anyway, but El Teddy's a Scrooge, so it doesn't matter. You can't listen to El Teddy. He's a Scrooge. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay. So okay, got a lot of stuff. We have a lot going on, but not a lot going on all at the same time. I know that sounds crazy. I know you're sitting here like, how could you have a lot going on and not a lot going on all at the same time? Well, I'm here to tell you, it could happen. So you've been good. Just got back from Punta Cana. Okay, for the Punta Cana birthday trip. Yes. One time for the birthday girl. Yes. Okay. Speaking of which, where's Ebby? Let me let Ebby know we live, child. Ebby might be asleep like she fell asleep the other night. Ebby fell asleep on us the other night. That's why Ebby wasn't there for the Queen Sugar, child. Ebby was knocked out. She was like, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. I said, your body must have needed it, child. Sometimes our body will tell us stuff that our brain, common sense won't tell us. But anyway, so let's get into this. So first of all, I don't know if I have a couple of updates. It was something. I wouldn't say it's necessarily an update though. But anyway, let's just jump into it, child. Let me get to my list. Let me just get to my list because I can't remember now. Remember. All right. Child. So Kanye West then lost another It's officially nap after work season. Always time for a birthday. Yes, it's always time for a birthday. Left a message on El Teddy's Twitter. That's right, Lady Libra. Back me up. Yes, back me up. Thank you so much. Because, Teddy's a hater. El Teddy's a hater. And we have to let him know that he just can't be hating like that. Kanye West lost his Balenciaga endorsement. If you guys remember, it didn't just start with Balenciaga, but he walked in the Balenciaga show. He had a collaboration with Balenciaga. We know that his collaboration with Adidas is under review. And Kanye West likes to brag that he is a billionaire, but part of the reason why he on paper is a billionaire is because he has these multi-million-dollar deals with brands like Adidas and Balenciaga. So you losing these endorsement deals and losing they're not endorsement deals, they're collaborations. His collaboration with Balenciaga for Gap was, that remember the display was like garbage bags and stuff like that, but it literally sold out in like minutes. So like that's the stuff that's going to end up costing you you like to keep calling yourself a billionaire. Hey, Harold Brown, how you doing? Audacity to Hope. I know that's why I like that name, Audacity to Hope, money. Yes. So that's what's going to end up costing him this title he loves so much about being a billionaire. Child. Anyway, he has since hired Johnny Depp's attorney, the attorney that represents, or the firm, I guess, that represented Johnny Depp in his case a few months ago against Amber Heard. I mean, good luck with that. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what I don't know what the attorney is for. I mean, I don't know if it's in reference to this case that the Floyd family has brought against him. I don't know if he's going to sue some people. Like, I'm not sure what he has the attorneys for. But, I mean, good luck with what you got going on. Honestly, I'm over all of it. The only reason why. Hey, Xavier Boo. Hey, Abby. The only reason why I even mentioned it, because y'all know he is at the top of the permanent sick and shut-in list over here at ReallyBTV. He is right over top of Wendy Williams, okay? Now, and I'll go ahead and give y'all that. Wendy Williams is out of rehab, and Wendy Williams said that she is doing well, that she feels better than she has felt in a long time. All I'm going to say is we're just going to keep praying for her. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm dead serious. We're just going to keep praying for Wendy, okay? Because we're just going to keep praying for her. P-Valley has been renewed for season 3 officially. Now, I did a video about 2 weeks ago that little birdie told me that it had been renewed for season 3 and 4. But they only announced season 3. Now, my little birdie over to the network said that what I said was true. So I was proven to be half right, I guess. But the problem is they saying it's going to be 2 years before we get season 3. That tells me a couple of things. Now, Xavier, you are my expert when it comes to TV production, writing, and all of that. That says to me that y'all ain't even got that y'all have not written season 3. For it to take 2 years tells me that y'all have not begun anything for season 3, which makes me feel like y'all have not written script the first. Because if there was already scripts, then it seems like y'all could start production in the next couple of weeks. I understand that y'all supposed to be in Mississippi and it's about to be winter, and maybe y'all can't film in the winter, but y'all can film all the indoor shit. And then on days that it's nice, you can film outside. And even though it's Mississippi, they have winter. I mean, it don't look like New York winter, but they do have winter. Hell, Power Book 2, it ain't never been summer. We are moving into season 3 of Power Book 2, and it ain't never been summer. They are in winter coats every season. So I just feel like that tells me that y'all don't have nothing. Because realistically, let's say they do have to wait for the weather to break. All right, I'm going to give you that. Realistically, y'all can start filming in April, May. Right? I don't know how long it takes to film 10 episodes of a show like P Valley. I don't. I know they have to do a lot of training for the dance scenes and they have to film all of that. I get all of that. That's body doubles and stuff like that. But that's the kind of stuff they could be doing now. They could be doing all that now. Right? They got to lay the music for Lil Murder. Okay. I mean, again, stuff does have to be done, but it don't take no 2 damn years. It just don't take 2 years. Somebody on Twitter was like, all the strippers going to be retired by then. And I'm just saying, in 2 years, I call bullshit stars. Oh, they definitely haven't started to write scripts. The only open writer rooms after shows are renewed. Okay. So the fact that they literally just renewed the show. So here's the thing. If they had renewed it sooner, then logically they would be further ahead on the curve. But even I've seen it happen before with shows don't get renewed until after the season over. And it still don't take no 2 years. Stars, y'all gonna have to make that make sense to me. But part of the reason why it took them 2 years for season 2, Jonathan, was because of Bananarama. We ain't got that problem anymore. Part of the reason why it took 2 years, I gave them a pass the first time because I know they were dealing with the Bananarama. I gave them a pass on season 2. But they don't have no, I'm sorry, 2 years? No, ma'am. That, you know what, Xavier? That makes sense, though. Xavier said that the actors have signed on to other projects. That makes sense because it took y'all so long to say whether y'all was going to renew the damn show or not. People got to work. People have to work. Now, you know what? Now, that makes sense, Jonathan. I mean, Xavier. I mean, that makes sense. I'm going to give you that. Because people have to work. Anyway, child. But that's good news, I guess. Travis Scott has settled the first of his lawsuits from Astroworld. That's a good sign because, you know, it's like a domino effect. Once you get the first one, then the rest of them kind of boop, 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 boop. So hopefully the victims will get, you know, you can never bring anybody back. And it was a terrible tragedy. But hopefully the victims can be, they can get what they're seeking. Travis Scott can resolve all of this and get that cloud from over his head. Because even though what happened was a tragedy, I do not think he's a bad person. I don't think he anticipated that. I don't think that's ever anything that he wanted to happen. And I can only imagine what he probably has dealt with, you know, not to take anything away from the victims' families at all. Okay. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm glad that we're starting to see, you know, even with that said, why did it take so long for season 3 to be renewed? P Valley is the hottest show on the network. That should have been done. Yeah, that you know what, Harold, we talked about that last week and the week before last. It's ridiculous that it took them so long to even say what they were going to do with the show. We are approaching any given season down here in the SIP. It's bubble coats on the morning, flip flops in the afternoon. Right. So they can film. They just got to, you know, plan around it, I guess. Did you hear Heather and Terry DeBro selling at home? You know, I don't watch the OC. I know who she is, but I don't really watch the OC. So no. Aren't they supposed to be getting a divorce? Like the rumor was that they're getting a divorce or something. Child. Remember, Roulette is still on Snowfall. You know what? I'm so far behind on Snowfall, and Jay Alphonse just signed to do. Yeah, he did just sign on to do that movie to do the show. Yeah, he did. Oh, y'all know what I just saw? I just saw advertisement on Hulu. Remember a couple of months ago we did the documentary. We reviewed the documentary on Chippendales. Remember we if you didn't watch those reviews, y'all gotta go back and watch those reviews. I forgot the name of the show now, but it was about Chippendales. It was a docu. It came on after the Playboy one. We did Playboy, the play on A&E. It was on A&E. We did the Playboy docu-series, and then they turned around and they did one on the founder of Chippendales. Baby, they made it into like a mini series over to the Hulu. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out over to the Hulu. Even though we looked at the docu-series, but it looks like we're gonna check that out. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. And we're gonna finish Keeper of the Ashes. I apologize. I said we would do it this week. But we're gonna finish Keeper of the Ashes. I watched, like I said, I watched episode 3. I'm gonna finish watching episode 4 this week. So we're gonna schedule that. So yeah, that's what's going on with Travis Scott. Sheree Whitfield said y'all kiss her, kiss her grits, that she gonna keep selling her ugly wrinkle ass t-shirts for $140 because she says that she signs every t-shirt and that is her time, that is her whatever, that is her hand. And so she gonna keep selling her t-shirts for $140. And I'm okay with that. My only question is who the hell is buying them for $140? You can sell something for as much as you want to sell it for. But the only reason why she would be encouraged to keep that price as high as it is because somebody is buying it. Or her pride. It could be her pride. M-I, quick letter I. See, I was thinking about P. Valley, the Mississippi Pride. But no, you didn't use an Alice reference. What Alice? What I say? I don't even remember what I said. Oh, kiss my grits, yeah, Alice. Mm-hmm. Yep. She said y'all can kiss it. Oh shoot, I done dropped my bottle. She said y'all can kiss it. Because again, either it's her ego, because she's like, well, I'm not going to reduce the price of this shirt. It's her ego, or somebody buying them. I just want to know who buying them. Now, I will admit that I did buy the $50 La Dame candle. Now, I did do that. I spent that $50 and I bought the La Dame Karen Huger's candle. And it actually smells good. Now, I only burned it a couple of times because for $50, I got to make that thing linger. I can't just burn it all at one time. So I still have my La Dame candle. I just don't know where I put it now because it's not with my Bath and Body Works candle. I probably felt like it was too good to sit with the Bath and Body Works girls and I put it somewhere else. I just don't know where I put it. But as soon as I find it, I'm going to burn it again because it actually smells really good. I did not watch Mike Tyson on Hulu. And I'm going to tell you why, Leah. There are some things that I'm not interested in because I lived it. Like, I was there for Mike Tyson. I went through, and I may not know every single twist and turn that Mike Tyson made in his life, but I was there. I remember the infamous interview with Robin Givens. I remember his trial. I remember him being arrested and going to jail. Like, I remember all of that. You know what I'm saying? I remember all of that. So it was a 3-wick candle, child. It was a 3-wick. Mm-hmm. So part of me just isn't interested because I've been there and done that. Like, I was like, oh, I lived through that. Now, I will say I was surprised at the when they did the American story, the American tale, whatever, of the O.J. Simpson trial when Ryan Murphy did his miniseries on it. It was actually really, really good. And there was most of it I knew, but it was a lot of stuff. There was some things that I did not know. So it was very interesting for me. I actually have the Bill Clinton one on my DVR. I said I was going to review it for y'all. But it's so old now, y'all probably wouldn't even care no more. But this is what I decided I was going to do. And y'all know I'm trying to get my life together when it comes to these reviews. I'm trying not to get discouraged with the reviews because my numbers just ain't what I want them to be. But I'm just going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing. But what I've decided is that Thursday is going to be Throwback Thursday. When any old stuff that's just old, when I review it, I'm going to just post it for Thursday. So for Thursdays, it'll be Throwback Thursdays. Because I got so much stuff that I wanted to review that it just sort of passed me by because of time. Still got to balance this full-time job thing that I got going on. I still work for a living. So I said the same thing, but it was good. Give it a shot. Okay, Leia, I'll put it on my list. Now, I don't know when it's going to get. I don't know when I'll put it on my list. I'm going to put it on my list. Monique and Chris was giving Mike Tyson and Robin Givens in their response video. Really? You feel like that? That's interesting. What's up, Danny? Hey, boo. I did get my hair done. Thank you. Me and my hairdresser right now are not seeing eye to eye. So I'm really not sure where I'm going with my hair. Yeah. We're not seeing eye to eye. Every time I say I want to do something, she be trying to tell me I shouldn't do it or she don't want me to do it. I think she's scared. Y'all know my hair like fell out last year. Like that's why I put it in braids. Like literally the back of my hair, like right in the back of my hair, it literally was like this short. Like my hair was all in the back of my hair, really like falling out. And now my hair is back. It's it's curled tight right now, but when you blow dry it out, it's back to my shoulder. And I think she's just scared to do too much and my hair fall out again. And I'm scared too, but I guess I feel like I could buy more. I could, I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't like when my hair fell out. I was like, what the hell? Like it, whoo, but so thank you. But I'm trying to figure some things out with my hair, child. Because every time I say, well, I want to do this, I want to do that, she don't want to do it. So we're going to have to figure some things out. I'm going to have to cheat on her, I think. I might have to cheat on her. Anyway, y'all don't see each other. Yeah, we don't see each other right now. Hey, Ramel. Mwah. How you doing, love? Yeah, we just don't see each other right now, child. But we're gonna work it out. We've been together a long time, child. We've been together a long time. And I know it's all in love. Like I know it's coming from a good place, but it's straight in. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Oh, you're trying to go lighter and she's trying to play it safe with all you. Well, no, it's a couple of things. She don't have no problem with that. She doesn't want to put a perm in my head. So I have like a little semi-perm right now. Like she only permed like like the edges and like the back. Like I don't have like a full perm. She really doesn't want to put a perm in my hair. So we compromised on okay, well, I need you to do something. But I still want like a full perm. I still want a perm on my hair. Okay. The lighter, she ain't got no problem with the color. She really, for whatever reason, she's fine with putting the color in my hair. She wants to space it out longer, make sure that it's definitely spaced out. And then, like I really, okay. Yeah, see, this is how y'all always be getting me off topic. I really wanted to get a bob and I wanted to like get a weave, right? I wanted to weave, like get a sharp, like bob weave. And at first she was like, okay. And I was like, cool, that's going to be I'm going to get that done before we go to Vegas. Boom, boom, boom. Well, part of it's my fault, child. I didn't realize Vegas was 2 weeks away. I said, shit, I don't really have, because a weave, I need a Saturday. Like that's going to take a couple of hours for her to do it. And I was like, well, I really only have one more Saturday before Vegas. So then, she wants me to braid it back up, which it really boils down to it. She wants me to put my hair back in braids. And I told her I'm going to braid my hair back up, but I wanted a break. Like I was tired of my hair had been in braids since April of last year. Like I had it braided from April to August. Like I wanted a break. I was tired of getting it braided. So anyway, that's the debate right now. She want me to braid it back up and I want to take the braids out. I'm going to braid it back up in like January, February-ish. But I really didn't want to do it back. Anyway, y'all, that's it. So that's what's going on with my hair. So don't be surprised with whatever you see coming through here in the next couple of months. Like I said, I want a bob. Like that's what I really want a bob right now. Like I want a bob. And my hair ain't, it's not there yet. Not without some assistance. And I'm okay with the assistance. And at first she was like, okay, we'll do the bob. We'll do it. And then when I went in there today, she was like, I really just want you to braid it back up. I really just want you to braid it back up. And I'm like, I'm not going to keep my hair in braids the rest of my life. Like we braided it so it could get healthy, so it could grow. It's done that. Child, anyway, y'all got me talking about my hair. Moving on. Let me read these comments. What are your thoughts on Carlos taking pleasure in Martell going after Kenya Moore in his podcast? I'm getting real tired of him and Andy going up for men attacking women. So let me, in full disclosure, I don't listen to Carlos's podcast, so I don't know. I didn't hear it. I don't know what he said. I don't know. I do know that it was reported that Martell and Kenya did get into it at that event that Martell went to a couple of weeks ago. I want the Candace or the coleslaw blunt bob. I don't know what either one of them look like with the bob. I want the bob. Y'all remember how I really want, okay. Remember when Patti LaBelle guest starred on Greenleaf? Y'all remember that bob Patti LaBelle had, that wig, that bob wig that Patti LaBelle had? That's what I want. If you remember, if y'all looked at Greenleaf, if y'all remember what that looked like, that's what I really want. That's the bob I want. She did say that she would be okay with me getting a wig, but I just don't know how I feel about it. But then she was like, she don't want me to do a lace front. She was like, don't get the one that you glue down. Don't do that one. And I was like, well, I don't want just a wig. I don't. So we couldn't agree on the wig either, child. Anyway, moving on. Let me move on because I don't want to keep talking about my hair, child. Okay. Definitely understandable. It takes a skilled colorist to be able to apply relaxer on color treated hair. Also, relaxed blonde hair is extremely high maintenance. But I've been doing it for years, Diva. She's been doing it for years. I think she's just afraid because of whatever happened that took my hair out. I think but she's been doing. Do y'all know how long I've been coloring and perming my hair? Uh-oh. What's that noise? Oh, the damn bottle. I've been coloring my hair since college. I've had red, I've had black, I've had all shades of brown, blonde, you know. Yeah, I want a real cute bob. I want it, yeah. He also said Sheree will be making an appearance on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I figured that. When he was on Atlanta, I figured that they did a quid pro quo kind of situation. I live for anything, Patty. Yes, honey. I love your hair. I always forget to ask you what kind of, I do not know, Lauren. I would be a liar if I wouldn't, I don't know. My hairdresser mixes it up. When it's time for me to get my color, she mixes it up and puts it in, and whatever it come out is whatever it come out. I have no idea. I have no idea. And that's what I mean. She's been coloring my hair for so long. I've had every shade of blonde, brown, all of it. Thank you, Harold. I think so too. That's why I want to get it done. Like I said, I might just have to cheat. Don't tell her, but I might have to cheat on her. I cheated on her once before. I came back, but I cheated for a couple of years. I came back. Anyway, but since we're talking about this whole situation and podcasts and stuff, let's go ahead. Let's go on and talk about this Eboni K. Williams, Ramona Singer, Real Housewives of New York. That happened to my hair. That's why I decided to go natural. I can't do natural. I'm too lazy for natural. She can't just flat iron and leave out. Who? Me? What you mean? So, no, her reason for not wanting to do the weave wasn't. It's not because she can't do the. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Wait a minute, what? Danny, what? Danny, is this you? Danny, you gotta I'm sorry, y'all. Danny, one of my mods, just sent a text in the group chat about a book that she done published, and she sent it to me now while I'm in the middle of this live, and I'm like, what? Thank you, Quintessential. Carlos King podcast. When he talked about it, I thought Kenya got Martell together. I guess I haven't listened to it. I don't listen to Carlos's podcast, so I haven't listened to it. So bangangs. Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you. If I take biotin 500 milligrams, it'll make my hair grow fast. Can I buy that at the CVS? Where you buy that at? CVS or something? Tell me where to get it from, Miss Sharon. All right, so, and Miss Sharon, I hope you stay around because we're gonna be talking about the Larry. I saw your message. We're going to talk about Larry Reid in a minute. So Ramona Singer was on Carlos King's podcast, right? And she blamed she blamed Eboni for the reason why there's a reboot and the reason why there was no reunion for the Real Housewives of New York last season. And she said because Eboni took her to Human Resources and accused me of being a racist. And she said that's a lie. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to what Eboni said, because Eboni responded, listen, Eboni has a podcast. The last thing you do is piss somebody off that has their own platform. Okay, that's probably not a good idea. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to just a couple of snippets. Is this it right here? Oh Lord. She broke down the whole story as soon as I found the person, child. She broke down the whole story about what happened. And it sounds like it wasn't just one event. It sounds like it was multiple events that were a problem, is what it sounds like. So Ramona trying to make it seem like it was just one. Oh, well, she accused me of saying this, and it was more to it than just this one incident. Here it is right here. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all listen to some of what Eboni had to say. Is that CBS? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. I'm gonna check it out.
Really hate, and that is she told half a story.
Yeah, I can't stand a half storytelling ass person. I can't stand that.
But guess who already warned us about this propensity of Ramona to tell half a motherfucking story? Bethany. Remember she said mention it all?
Mention it all. Yeah.
Well, now we about to mention it all.
Mention it all. Okay, Eboni, come on.
I don't know why Ramona just won't mention it all. Just and left. Great. So we're both gone at this point. It was told to me, Dustin, after the fact, this is summer of 2021 now, that it was told to me directly, by the way, you should know that Ramona, when you left, said, while still mic'd and while everybody was in earshot, see, this is why we shouldn't have black women on this show. I told y'all. That was the statement.
So allegedly Ramona said that's why we should not have, after some sort of confrontation, that's why we shouldn't have black women on the show.
Because there are black women that work on this show. Yeah. See, a lot of shit y'all don't see because it's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I just happen to be the only black woman cast member. But please believe that my following protocol and procedure by proceeding to human resources to report what I'm being made aware of is not about me. I could cuss Ramona out on camera easily. I could sit in her and left. Great. So our own fucking living room, Dustin, as I did do, drink champagne and make you leave your own apartment.
Yep.
I don't have a problem dealing with Ramona directly because I'm grown and I have power.
Yeah.
But these other young women, Dustin Ross, they are young black women. They are at work to do their job. They are cameramen and women. They are producers at various levels, which we're going to get to that in a minute. And they deserve to come to work free of trauma. One could argue Ramona was the most powerful person on the set as the OG. So I went to HR and I said, listen, I don't know if she said it. I literally wasn't there. I obviously was already back at the house. But I believe my due diligence requires, and they agreed, that you should know it was out there, do an investigation, because that's what human resources is for, and find your conclusions. And whatever your conclusions are,
I'm fine with it.
I'm more than fine with it. Appreciate you. So I went to HR and I said, listen, I don't know if she said it. I literally wasn't there. I obviously was already back at the house. But look at God. I'm minding my business. I'm moving on. I'm working. Heather Thompson does an exclusive interview.
Yeah.
With Page 6. This is way after the initial investigation is closed. Everybody's moved on. Heather Thompson does a full exclusive with Page 6 around many things, but one of the things she says outright, Dustin Ross, I know for fact Ramona said we shouldn't have, black women on our show, whoopty-whoopty, whatever the allegation was, and I was there. That's what Heather said. Heather said I was there at the lunch, which she was there.
Sorry, I got
conclusions, because that's what I'm going to do as a professional. I was skeptical as to how comprehensive the scope was.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's just me being an attorney, period. It could have been anybody doing the investigation. How far-reaching? How many investigation? See, Ramona, you set your ass on Carlos's show
and lied.
And you lied. And you told people half a story. You told them about you. First of all, you lied. You were never cleared because you were never criminally charged. Second of all, it was never found that you didn't say it. It was only initially found that there was no corroboration. Then, after Heather's interview, Dustin, on their own volition, I did not go back to the network, to their credit. I didn't have to. They had the faith to reopen the investigation with new evidence. And they did a new investigation, did interview Heather. When I asked what is the conclusion of the second investigation around the same goddamn issue with Ramona, they said, well, it's not as if we don't find Heather credible. She's credible. But as the only person willing to say they heard it, her single testimony, essentially, her single account, it's not sufficient for us to make a larger conclusion. I think that too. That makes sense to me.
So the first comment that was made, allegedly made, was that Ramona said, that's why we shouldn't have had black people on this show, because there was some altercation or argument, and she was mic'd up and she said this. Now, here's my first question. If she was mic'd up, nobody has a recording of her saying it? If she was on the mic? I don't know how that equipment works, so, Then Heather, so Eboni went to HR, but they said, listen, nobody's willing to admit that it was said, and you heard it secondhand. There's really not a lot we can do. Cool. But then Heather Thompson said, oh, no, she said it. So then HR opened the investigation back up, but nobody was willing to corroborate the story. So it was Heather's word against Ramona's, and nobody was willing to say, no, Ramona did say that. So HR was like, well, our hands are kind of tied, because it's a he say, she say at this point. It's your word against hers, and you heard it secondhand, even though I think they believed it was said, but, you can't just, All right, so now we get into the next
This is back to summer of 2021. As our episodes are airing, this was after that other thing was told to me.
Right.
The young lady who this was said to told me, you should know that we know she said that thing. And this is why. We know she said it, Eboni, because when we were filming at the Hamptons for that first cast trip, she had to be investigated then. I said, girl, for what? She said, because she said out loud in her own home to the crew, damn, it's so many black chicks around here now, I can't keep y'all's names straight. Because we all look alike. Summer of 2021, as our episodes are airing, this was after.
So this is the second incident, right? And that didn't have nothing to do with
the young lady who this was said to told me.
They did their own investigation. They had nothing to do with Eboni.
You should know that we know she said that thing. And this is why. We know she said it, Eboni, because when we were filming at the Hamptons for that first cast trip, took my mic off, went home. I found out that after I went home, Ramona, because they're at her house, you know how production goes, Dustin.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have to take down the lights. Yeah. They have to pack up the sound equipment. Strike the set.
Striking.
So as they're striking the set, so to speak,
the third
Ramona and this black woman are by themselves in a room. And I think that's an important note because the level of intimidation is increased. There's no one to protect this black woman in that capacity. You start telling some story about how you know how it is to be black because you were called some slurs, I guess Italian slur or whatever, when you were growing up, or Ukrainian slur. And this black woman said, well, I'm not familiar with that slur, Ramona. What does that mean? And she said, it's like if I called you and said the Nigger word to her. Oh, okay. See, took my bike off at home.
So the third incident, she was talking to another black member of the crew. And she said, I know what it's like to be black because I've been called whatever this slur is that is offensive to her nationality, whether it's Italian or Romanian or what have you. And the black woman responds and says, well, I'm not familiar with that word. What is that word? And instead of her saying, well, it's like as if I called you, instead of her saying the N word, she actually said the word. Now, when you add these incidents up, right? Ramona, first of all, you probably should have just kept your damn mouth shut. I don't know why you wanted to kick over that can of worms. I'm not understanding why you thought that was a good idea to bring any of this up. But what I've learned by seeing Ramona on Ultimate Girls Trip, the season 1 of Ultimate Girls Trip, because I never watched Real Housewives of New York. I watched one episode with my niece, and she had to explain to me everything that was going on because I've never looked at it. I never looked at it. But after seeing her on 7 episodes of Ultimate Girls Trip, I'm not understanding why that woman still has a job. If what I saw on Ultimate Girls Trip is only 1% of the behavior that she showed on the Real Housewives of New York, I'm not understanding why she's still employed. Okay. But that is what went down. And again, I believe Eboni just because I choose to believe Eboni. But again, we're talking about 3 different instances. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't seem to get comfortable right now. 3 different instances. So speaking of Carlos King, another incident that happened on Carlos King's podcast earlier this week was a producer for the Real Housewives of New Jersey confirmed what Teresa has been saying for years. This came up on Ultimate Girls Trip as well. Teresa has been saying for years that she did not know that Melissa and Joe were coming on the show, that she was blindsided by it, that she didn't want it to happen, not because she didn't want to take away their shine or she didn't want them to, get any power or any money or whatever, but because she didn't want to fight with her family. She was like, all I've been doing on this show is fighting, and I don't want them to come on the show because I don't want them to be a part of the fight. Teresa's been saying for years, and Melissa and Joe have denied it, saying she knew we were coming on the show. That's not true. But a producer confirmed that Teresa did not know, and that she absolutely was blindsided. She did not find out that they were on the show until a week before they started filming, and she was told, oh, by the way, Melissa and Joe are going to be filming. And she was like, what do you mean filming? Because, of course, they had made cameos or whatever, I guess. But, it's been going down over to the Carlos podcast, child. She feels comfortable. She's the lady that doesn't like or want change. Well, the other thing that Eboni said was when she was talking to Carlos, again, see, these are those microaggressions that people don't always pay attention to. It goes back to the conversation that they had on the Beverly Hills reunion the other night, when they were trying to explain that if I say something to you, as a white person says it to another white person, it may not hit the same as if a white person says it to a black person or another person of color. It just doesn't hit the same. Right, citizen. I believe the same thing, Jane. I believe the same thing. So what Eboni was saying was that when Ramona was telling Carlos a story, I don't know what the story was, but when she was telling Carlos the story, she said, well, I had just got finished playing polo. Oh, polo is a game that you play on a horse. And Eboni said, I wonder if she would have done that to Andy. Would you have felt like you had to explain what polo was to Andy Cohen? Why did you feel the need to explain it to Carlos? Why did you assume that Carlos wouldn't know what the hell polo was? We know that polo is more than a clothing brand. We know what the fuck polo is. Then again, one of the stories that I have to share with y'all today is going to totally contradict that. But we're going to stick with this right now. We're going to stick with the fact that we know what polo is. And Danny, do me a favor, please. Can you drop the link to the book? Can you can you put the link in the chat? If you still here in the bushes, Danny, drop the link in the chat of the book that y'all talking about in my dag in the group chat, please, and thank you so much. Or Abby or somebody, send me the link, please. They better not put Ramona on the spinoff. No, she's not. Well, oh, you mean well as of, and I think that was part of the conversation. She has not gotten a call to be on OGs. That's my understanding. Yeah, I mean, I think most of us know Polo's a sport as well as a clothing brand. And even if we don't know, why did you feel the need to explain it to Andy? I mean, to Carlos. I think that's a valid question. Would you have done the same thing if you were talking to Andy Cohen? Would you have felt like you had to explain to Andy Cohen what Polo was? I'm gonna speak for you right now, Ramona, and I'm gonna say no. Yeah, Ramona would catch a mean cussing out. She might as well wear a white hood. Hey, Creative Diva, what's up, boo? Does Carlos ever discuss his own shows on the podcast? Yeah, he does. All right. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Dang it, Mabbit. That's not what I want. That's not... I can't do what I want to do, Danny. Dang it. Danny, email me the link. What's up, El Teddy? Do you have my email? You have email me the link. ReallyBthePodcast@gmail.com, please. Yeah, email me the link. I can't do what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Ramona thinks she's smarter than the average bear, and she's not. Child, of course she's not. What's up, El Teddy? El Teddy, don't come in here with your negativity about the fact that today begins the Christmas season down to the Hallmark Channel. Don't you do that. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Hater. You're such a hater. You're such a Scrooge. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Such a Scrooge. Ramona didn't like Eboni from the moment she met her. I work with a lot of them, and they pretend to like you, but they don't deep down. Child, that's a whole lot, child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we about to talk about it in a minute, Tracy. That's as soon as she send me the link, I'm gonna talk about it. Hold up, don't yell at your husband. Who's your husband? El Teddy? I will yell at El Teddy when I feel like it, if I feel like it, and how I feel like it. I promise you I will, every time. And he's going to take it. Just like he likes it. Okay, Danny, thank you. Since we on Bravo, child, let's go ahead and close out this Bravo segment. The Bravo segment of the show. Let me let y'all hear. Okay, yeah, I got the email, Danny. Let me let y'all hear what Kathy Hilton had to say a few things. I heard your hubby. I'm not scared of you or your hubby.
Everybody knows that this was, I know, and I had people from the show telling me that this was a setup the whole time by these two girls. And you know what? If people are really worried about me, why wouldn't they call Kyle, my husband, production? Those two are desperate for a storyline, and they want to just, they'll throw anybody under the bus. And I said a few weeks ago, you watch. They're all going to start turning on each other. And that started happening yesterday. Everybody knows that this was...
I'm sorry for all of us, and I say us because I love the Golden Girls too. I'm sorry for all of us who have to take a Golden Girls pause. I'm sorry, we all have to take a Golden Girls pause so we can get through the Christmas season. We will all be okay in January. Moving on. That was Kathy Hilton speaking on Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna. She said they are bullies that had planned to come after her from the beginning, that people on production told her that. She said that she will not be back if they are back. And to that, I say, well, it was nice knowing you, Kathy, because they're not going to fire Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane. Now, one maybe, and that's a Slim, maybe. But they're not going to fire both of them. They're just not going to do it. Erika Jayne as long as Erika Jayne is in court, she has a storyline. As long as she's going through this divorce, she has a storyline. As long as she's dating and doing dumb stuff, she has a storyline. Like this is the most interesting Erika has been in a long time, right? Lisa Rinna, only because Lisa, people love to hate her. And especially if the rumors are true that Denise is coming back, baby, do you really think that if Denise Richards decided to come back that they're going to get rid of Lisa Rinna? Hell to the nah. But do you think production really told her that? I think that people around said things. I do. I don't think that. First of all, I don't think it was a plan to get rid of Kathy Hilton. I don't think there was a premeditated plan to get rid of Kathy Hilton. But I do think that when Kathy Hilton threw her temper tantrum, I do think that Lisa Rinna and Erika decided that they were going to spin it because I don't know if you were watching. I don't know if you watched the show or not, El Teddy, but literally right before this whole thing happened with right before this stuff happened, Erika Jayne was in the hot seat because she had just had a whole thing where she was like, fuck, what she didn't say. Let me not put words in her mouth. She didn't care about the victims, and basically the only person she cared about was herself, and they were really worried about her friends were really worried about how that was gonna play. And so I do believe that. I believe that. Yeah, that's it, citizen. I believe the opportunity presented itself. I do not think it was premeditated, but I think that once the opportunity presented itself, Erika and Lisa decided to capitalize. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I agree with you, Cali girl. I think that if they bring back the right people to support Kathy, I think Kathy will come back. And I believe that. I believe if they bring Kim back. I believe that she feels like she has more people with her than against her. I do think she'll come back. Because remember, she's only a friend of the show. Kathy films when she feels like filming. She shows up when she feels like showing up. So you already don't have to film when you don't want to film. Like, they let you film when you feel like it at this point. So I do think if they bring back Denise and either Camille or Kim, I believe she'll come back. I think the plan started with Kathy when she started signing with Garcelle and Sutton. That could be true. Do I think it was a plan from the beginning of the season? No, but do I think that them two put their heads together? I do. I really do. Hold on, let me pull this up, y'all. Joshua, don't come in here with your bullshit today. It ain't no wig. We just had a whole conversation about my hair. Hey, Edwina, thank you, boo. I'm glad you found me too. Yes, thank you. Look at that. Thank you, Edwina. I love when y'all come through and give me love like that. That makes me feel good. It does. All right. So that is listen, child, there's a whole lot going on down to the Bravo. There was another situation where they got a bunch of text messages from Melissa apologizing to her and Jennifer back and forth after what happened at BravoCon, child. They said Melissa trying to do damage control, child. Oh, thank you, Quintessential. Thank you so much, love. I just saw the Cash App. Thank you so much. All right. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is my favorite rice color franchise. I'm so tired with them bringing people back. Let's stop that on all franchises bringing in new people. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's not as easy as y'all think. Are your fuchsia lips 50? No, this is Milani. This is Milani Cosmetics. This is this the right one? Yeah, it's Milani today. And this color is Make Believe. It's 140. It's Make Believe. It's from their their glitter colors. You know what, Lauren? I heard that. Thank you for that's it. When I first started, I said I had an update, but I couldn't remember what it was. That's the update. That the lawsuit against Kanye West via the George Floyd's daughter. It now includes Candace Owens, and I think they said they might even include Drink Champs. Well, Revolt. It would be Revolt. You're the only one on the panel that can say my name. Scotty calls me Kennedy. But you know what? I will mess up a name, so I ain't even gonna say that because I know I will screw up a name over here, honey. I will screw up a name. It's so funny how he say Kennedy with his accent. I know Scotty got that old country accent, honey. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, Joshua. Yes, we talked about that. Child, I don't entertain that. Okay, let me share something with you guys. Let me share my screen. We're going to take a commercial break right now, an impromptu commercial break. Let me share my screen, honey. So my little sister and my moderator has published the book over to the Amazon. It is a sister to sister self-care workbook. Okay. Here it is right here. The link is in the chat. I'm going to put the link in the chat again, or Danny, you put the link in the chat again. It is $12.99 paperback. It is $12.99. Are you a Black woman ready to start making yourself a priority? Healing from anxiety, depression, negative self-talk, and practicing self-care? Well, your journey starts here. And the description goes on from there. I'm not going to read this whole description, child. But here are some of the activities: tips on quieting the noise, self-care assessments, monthly challenges, habit trackers, planner pages, gratitude journals, affirmations, and there's even a coloring section for those of you that like to do the adult coloring books. I am going to go ahead and order one today, and I'm going to order two today. I'm going to order one for myself. I'm going to order one for myself, and I'm going to order a second one as a giveaway. Actually, I'm gonna order three. I'm gonna order one for myself. I'm gonna order one as a giveaway for anybody that's eligible, and then I'm gonna do a members only giveaway. Okay, so one for me and two for y'all. Members, I'm gonna do a members only giveaway, and then I'll do a regular giveaway. And in December, this has been added to my 12 days of Christmas. I'm going to do my 12 days of Christmas again. Now, last year I had a couple of hiccups but I still want to support Black businesses. And so this will be one of the 12 days of Christmas. So one of my members will be eligible. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy said she already ordered one. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all know that's my mod. She's my little sister and she's my mod. She's my little sister. I've known her forever. I ain't gonna say how many years, but we went to college together. She was in my little sister class at college, and so I've known her like for real, in real life. She know me. So so if you are interested, and I tell you what, maybe that will be our January book for the book club. I have to see it and see how I can plan it out. The beginning of the year, people always want to start new habits and start new things. So maybe that's something that we can do as a tribe in January. But we definitely want to support you. Congratulations to you, Danny. And thank you to everybody who ordered one already. I'm going to order mine when I get off of here. And thank y'all so much. Matter of fact, let me order it now because y'all know my memory bad as hell, child. I'm going to order it right now, child, because y'all know I be the child. All right, I just ordered the 3. I'm gonna add it to my cart right now. Oh no, damn! I should have just hit buy now. Okay. All right. So that. Why is it making me do all of this, child? All right, it's done. I just ordered them. Boom! I just ordered 3. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programs. Thank you to everybody that has already ordered. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ebby's makeup line is coming, honey. It's the little engine that could. It's gonna happen, and when it happens, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have some get ready with me's, and we're gonna have some makeup parties, and we're gonna do all of those things. Thank you to everybody who ordered a copy. I really appreciate y'all supporting, and Danny does too. She's somewhere crying right now. She gonna say thank you in a minute. She's somewhere crying. She be all right. Okay. Now, El Teddy, you ready for this one? This one's for you. This one's for you, sir. Let me get it queued up. I need to get this one queued up. Because this one is for El Teddy. This is a whole sugar spike. El Teddy, this is for you, sir. He said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord is right. Oh, Lord is right. Wait till you... Whew, this one. I had to look at this one twice because I said, I can't believe what I just heard. So I need to listen to it a second time. So after I just got finished defending black folk and saying, how dare Ramona feel like we don't know what the game of polo is? How dare she assume that we don't know what polo is? Tracy has sent me this earlier, so I need y'all to listen to this.
Foxes taking a poo in their garden. We've had people say also foxes. Foxes, yeah. What thing? Foxes. Oh my gosh. The animal. The animal, yeah. Y'all got them out here? Yeah, we do. Have you not seen one yet? Come to South London, hun. Come to South London. We'll show you. They're all normal. I'm telling you, they own the streets here. So they're like dogs. Yeah, but just not domesticated. Although you will find some really weird British people who will pet a fox. So y'all not scared of them? They howl at night as well. So like you're trying to go to bed and at 2 a.m. it's outside. You don't get foxes. So they're orange. They are orange with a white tail. Sometimes. Or I might just be thinking of like a brush, to be fair. I can't believe it. Anna, I can't believe that you can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, we knew foxes was real.
So I need to let y'all hear that again. I do. I really need to let y'all hear that again. So now I'm going to tell y'all what this is. This is your girl, Glorilla. You know, FTF. This is an interview. Clearly, she's in Great Britain. I'm going to let y'all listen to it one more time.
We've had people say that they hate foxes taking a poo in their garden. We've had people say also... Foxes? Foxes, yeah. What thing? Foxes. Oh my gosh. The animal. The animal, yeah. Y'all got them out here? Yeah, we do. Have you not seen one yet? Come to South London, hun. Come to South London. We'll show you. They're all normal. I'm telling you, they own the streets here. So they're like dogs. Yeah, but just not domesticated. Although you will find some really weird British people who will pet a fox. So y'all not scared of them? They howl at night as well. So like you're trying to go to bed and at 2 a.m. it's outside. You don't get foxes. So they're orange. They are orange with a white tail.
So right now she's Googling. Y'all see what she's doing?
I can't believe it. Anna, I can't believe that you can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, we knew foxes was real. We've had people say
so. I was actually going to give the baby girl the benefit of the doubt until the very end. Because at first I said, well, maybe, she grew up in the hood. Maybe she never seen a fox, right? She's only seen foxes, in coloring books or in cartoons. I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt until the very end. Did y'all see when she Googled it? And she was like, so they orange? Because she had literally Googled it. And that's when she said, so they orange? But it was that last thing she said at the end. When she said, I didn't even know they was real. Y'all. She said, I didn't know they were real. Brandon said, Fox free. No grace. Elementary school F is for Fox. There's a picture. Y'all are oh Lord, y'all are tearing her up. I'm from Alabama. Foxes be chilling in your backyard. Listen, I have seen foxes up in my area of the woods. Okay, I live in the DC area. it's really going to trip her out when she finds out that foxes come in more colors than yeah. She fox go free. Yeah. Y'all, it's so funny, but it's not. Right. Little tink tink. It's not funny, but it's funny. Y'all, I was like, she's from Memphis. Oh, I thought she was, you know what? Who's the one that's from Detroit? Which one is the one that's from Detroit? I thought she was from Detroit. Okay, then I take all that back. Baby, you from Memphis? Y'all got foxes. I thought she was from Detroit. And they may have foxes in Detroit, but I was thinking, well, you live in the hood, maybe you never seen a fox. But at the end, it was that, at the very end, it was that last statement at the end that did it for me when she said, I didn't know they were real. Baby, you never been to the zoo? Bless your heart. Trey Leche say, wait till she sees a real kangaroo. That's Cash Doll. That's from Detroit. Okay. Thank you, B-Lo. Oh, thank y'all. Danny B-Lo says she just ordered her book. Thank y'all so much. And if you're catching this in the replay, the link is in the chat. I don't cut my chats off. So the link is in the chat. I'm going to drop the link again. Oh, that's the wrong link. I'm going to drop the link again. So if you are catching this in the replay and you want to get a copy of the book, I'm going to send you, I'm going to drop the link again. Sister to Sister Self-Care Workbook. And y'all know we're going to have to get Danny up here. So Danny, just go on and get ready to come up here and talk to us about it. So you already know that's going to happen. A moose too. Like, why are they that big? Oh, y'all are cutting up in the chat now. Y'all are cutting up in the chat. And fellas, y'all are not off the hook just because it says Sister to Sister Self-Care Book. If you have a sister, a girlfriend, a mama, a auntie, a godmama, a wife, a girlfriend, you can buy one too. Y'all can buy one too. Okay. Dumb, they brownish orange. Refer her ass back to the fox. And National Geographic, Barney, I hope she never reproduces. Girlfriend, yes, El Teddy. Contrary to the world you seem to think you live in, there are heterosexual men in this world. I know that's gonna blow your mind, El Teddy, but there are heterosexual men in this world. I know that's crazy. Okay. Y'all know El Teddy, listen. Y'all know El Teddy wake up and just think of ways to get on my nerves. Y'all know that, right? Y'all do understand that that's what he does. Y'all know that, right? Okay. I had 6 bobtails cats when my coworker pulled in my driveway. She was yelling, what do you do to those cats? I said, crazy, the mother don't have a tail. And when she had kittens, they didn't either. Ooh. So she never watched Sesame Street. She clearly didn't watch nothing. I mean, it never even occurred to me that foxes weren't real. Like, yeah, I wouldn't think unicorns are real. Huh. Exactly, Cams, get them. Get them. You get them. That's what I love, y'all. I love y'all. We should do a seminar workshop. That would be a fun way to go through it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna probably do it. I'm gonna talk to Danny. She really just sprung this on me, y'all. Like, the group chat was going on while I was live, and I was like, wait a minute, Danny. So I'm gonna talk to Danny, and we're gonna get it together. All right, let's finish this up, child. But that is Glorilla that did not know that foxes were real, and I had to show y'all her face because she was so serious, and she was like, literally, she started. Y'all didn't see her Google foxes. She literally Googled it. Tyler Perry said that he had to fire all his accountants after he found out that the IRS owed him $9 million. Now listen, that's a good problem to have, is that the IRS owes you and not the other way around. However, how inept do you have to be to not realize that you screwed up $9 million. And it's funny because the IRS actually shot themselves in the foot because they audited. He was telling a story and he was talking about the unpleasant experience he had when he got audited. He talked about how stressful it was, how rude and disrespectful the guy was, the IRS agent that was auditing him, to the point where he had to file a complaint and get a different agent on his audit because the guy was so rude and he was so disrespectful. But when they got all that straight and they actually did the audit, when they got to the end of the audit, come to find out that the IRS owed Tyler Perry $9 million. And he said that the accountants had the nerve to be happy, like, oh yeah, whoo, that worked. That and Tyler Perry was like, the hell? How y'all gonna be happy that y'all gave away $9 million of my money? Like, bruh. And I'm sure that Tyler Perry pays a lot of money. A lot. Yeah, he was overpaying the IRS. Mm-hmm. Child. But you know what, though, Citizen Jane? I don't think this was an example of him not signing his checks. I think this was an example of him hiring somebody to do a job that they did not do well. Because the reality is, once you get past a certain point, you doing your own taxes is not a good idea. Even if you are qualified to do it, it's not a good idea because, you know, you want to hire somebody that's up on all of the new tax laws, that's not going to make mistakes, that's going to let you write off stuff you can write off and not write off and all the good things. And he paid a firm. Like, he didn't just go hire his his godfather's cousin that worked down to the H&R Block. Like, he had one of the top accounting firms. So yeah, I don't think this was that example, but the point is still valid. You better sign your own checks. He gave the government an interest-free loan. You know what, Cams? He sure the hell did. Because you know what? When you owe the IRS and you don't pay them, they add interest to that shit. I wonder if they gave Tyler Perry his $9 million back with interest. I bet you they didn't. But if Tyler Perry had owed them, they was going to tack on interest to that. I promise you they would have. You are absolutely correct, Cams. He sure did. He sure did. An interest-free loan. That is exactly what he did. Ain't that nothing? Thank you, Dizzyville. I'm so y'all. Okay, I'm being greedy now. I know I'm being greedy, y'all. But we're gonna, once all of us get our books and we go through our books, we're gonna write reviews, because that's the other way that you push books up, is when they get positive reviews. So once we get our books, and I'm not asking nobody to lie, but once you go through the book, if it looks helpful, if it looks like something you're gonna like, just give it a positive review. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna have a field trip. We're gonna do it together. Okay. I learned that from my girlfriend Dee Dee, who's an author. Child, she had me writing positive reviews on all her books. So she said that's a way, especially for independent authors. That's a way to push it up to the top. Right. They just said, oh, my bad, and gave you right about that. Exact. Danny said the IRS don't pay no interest. And Danny working money, so I know she knows, child. Child. All her listen, y'all know I'm very pro teacher. I very seldom say this, but baby, all her teachers need to be fired. How that baby didn't know that foxes were real? How the baby didn't know foxes was real? These people. And the look on her. One more time for the people in the back. Because I need y'all to see the look on that baby face.
Foxes taking a poo in their garden. We've had people say all foxes. Foxes, yeah. What's the foxes? Oh my gosh. The animal, yeah. Y'all got them out here? Yeah, have you not seen one yet? Come to South London, hun. Come to South London, we'll show you. They're all normal. I'm telling you, they own the streets here. So they like dogs? Yeah, but just not domesticated. Although you will find some really weird British people who will pet a fox. So y'all not scared of them? They howl at night as well. So like you're trying to go to bed and at 2 a.m. it's outside. You don't get foxes. So they orange. They are orange with a white tail. Sometimes. See
her Googling. Yes, see her Googling.
I can't believe it. I can't believe He's like, you can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, we knew boxes was real. We've had people say that they hate Fox.
Abby, is Abby in the room? Is Abby here? She came in. I don't know if she's still in here or not. Abby, if you are on the room, can you add Gorilla to the sick and shut-in list? We're going to pray for that baby. Yep, we're going to pray for her. Add her to the sick and shut-in list. Oh, thank you, Dizzyville. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dizzyville. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Child, Glow Mama looking just like Lil Mama with that black, wet, and wavy. Right, she does look like her. At first, I thought she was confused that they were in London. Right, I did the same thing, Xavier. The first time I looked at it, that's what I said. I said, well, she just didn't realize that foxes was running around London until the end when she said, I didn't think they were real. Then I just had to let it go. I was trying to help that baby. I was trying, y'all. But when she said that I didn't know it, and yes, can we give a shout out to that DJ, the interviewer? Because, baby, I know she wanted to be like, girl, what? She said, I can't believe that you can't believe it. Exactly, Harold. I can't believe that you can't believe. El Teddy, listen, I know that I already talked about it, but, baby, you might need to add her to Silly Saturday. You might need to have a whole moment with that one. I don't know, El Teddy, but I feel like you might need to have a whole moment with that one. I don't know, child. Oh, Jesus. She said, I didn't even, and the look on her, it's the look on the face for me. It's the look on that baby face for me. Oh, God. Right. Foxes are not mystical. That's why I said, does she think unicorns are real? I mean, is she looking for Mr. Snuffleupagus? I'm wondering. Right. Chocolate Rose say embarrassing all of us in another country. Right. Just embarrassing all our asses. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. I got a little black boy magic. El Teddy said he was going to do some research and get more details. He'll probably have that on Silly Saturday if he's having Silly Saturday this weekend. I'm not sure. I don't have an update on his travel schedule for this weekend. But if he's in town, he's going to probably do Silly Saturday. But I do want to bring attention to Byron Perkins. He is a D1 Hampton University football player. Became the first HBCU football player to publicly come out as gay. He stated, this is a quote from him, "This is who I am, this is who I've been, and this is who I'm going to be." So shouts out to him. El Teddy's going to do more research and bring us more information, but we got a little black boy magic. Black boy magic. So shouts out to him for standing in his truth. Y'all know that we know what we're dealing with in a sport like football. So shouts out to him for standing in his truth and being who he is unapologetically. So you got your research already? Okay, is that on the docket for Silly Saturday? Or whenever the next time you go live, that's on the docket. All right, El Teddy said he got his research, so he's going to bring y'all that information the next time he goes live. Which are you doing Silly Saturday tomorrow, sir? Okay, all right. So tomorrow during Silly Saturday, El Teddy is going to break down the mythical creature that is are foxes. Okay, he's going to break down the mythical creatures that are foxes according to Glorilla, and he is going to give us the update on Byron. So shouts out. There you go. Okay. Last but not least, Larry Reid has filed a lawsuit against his accusers. Now, for everybody who said, why hasn't Larry Reid filed a lawsuit against his accusers? He has. He is suing. At this time, we're going to have to call him John Doe. Am I watching the news? Child, I never finished the last season. Oh, you know what? I never did. I've never done Love During Lockup. No, I don't think I'm going to do Love During Lockup. I never finished Love After Lockup, and I think I accidentally deleted. I had the episodes in my thing, but I think I deleted them. If they gone, I'm not going out of my way to WeTV.com or nowhere to stream them. If they not in my DVR, then sorry. I'm always surprised folks still have to come out. I never had to tell people I'm straight. You know what? Ain't the truth. Can we evolve, please? Facts on facts on facts. Child, facts on facts on facts. So Larry Reid has filed a lawsuit against the one of the men who is accusing him of sexual misconduct, right? Now, from my understanding of the lawsuit, I did a quick drop on it earlier, and I have reached out to Simone. She's gonna pull the court case, and as soon as she's able to, we're gonna do a show on it. We're gonna break down the case. But according to what I read some of the case, and from what I've been able to deduce, so there were 3 people that were on Daryl Moore accusing Larry Reid. Larry Reid is a YouTuber. Daryl Moore is a YouTuber. For those people who are like, who is she talking about? There were 3 people that accused Larry Reid of misconduct. I'm not going to keep saying the S word, just misconduct, okay? 2 of those men have allegedly recanted their statements. I say allegedly because I ain't doing enough. I heard tapes of them saying that it wasn't true and that they lied, but I don't know if those are the same people. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I say allegedly because I can't say beyond a shadow of a doubt that those are the same people and that whatever. But they've allegedly recanted. It's just this one person who is still saying what their original story was, and they repeated the story on Bishop Whitehead's Instagram about a week ago. In the complaint, what Larry Reid is saying is this is somebody that formerly went to his church that he had in North Carolina. He did not even know who this person was originally. His assistant pastor was helping him. His mother asked for help because this young man was out of control. He was getting in trouble in school. He was stealing, yada, yada, yada. The assistant pastor was helping this young man. And Larry Reid did not become familiar with him until the assistant pastor said that the young man and his mother needed a place to stay. Larry Reid had a home that he was not living in, according to his court case. He was not living in at the time. There were other family members of his living there, but it was his home. His name was on the deed, but he was not living there at the time. He let the young man and his mother move in for a little while, and then he had to ask them to leave because of some whatever. He ended up moving into that home. The young man came back around, asked if he could move back in because at that point, by that time, he was homeless. He wasn't doing well. He was homeless. Larry Reid did let him move back in, and this was in 2007 to 2009 ish that this went on, right around. And again, I'm paraphrasing y'all. So in 2018 is when this young man filed. Now, all this would have happened when he was 16, 17, around that time. In 2018, he filed a police report. In the original, this is according to Larry Reid, y'all. Don't yell at me. I'm telling you what's in the case. In the original court case, Larry Reid's name is not on. In the court case, in the original police report, Larry Reid's name is not on the police report. The young man said that the violations happened at that particular address where Larry Reid's name is on the deed. It wasn't until later that the young man said that it was Larry Reid. So Larry Reid's name was not on the original police report. What Larry Reid is saying is that it's not true, and that he is suing this young man for whatever, I'm sure defamation, yada, 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 yada. That's his story. His story is that it did not happen. He acknowledges that he helped this young man. He acknowledges that young man lived in his home for a time, but he denies anything inappropriate happening between him and the young man. Listen, I just bring y'all the facts. Now, y'all can do with them facts what y'all want. I bring y'all the facts. When Simone comes, we're going to break it down further. She'll have a chance to read the whole case and put it into legal perspective for all of us, and see where we are with it. But that's what was said. So the surreal life is gonna be good. Child. So, but that's what it is. What are my likes looking like? It's 105 of us in here. We were up to 120, I think, at one time. Do I have at least half? Do I have over 60 likes? Do I have over 60 likes? Mods, what my likes looking like? I think I have a delay today. 63. Okay, I got over 60 likes. If you have not hit the like button, can you please hit the like button? And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button because it's what? Free 99. Not sure when I'll be back this weekend. My weekend is got a lot going on. Well, a little bit and a lot all at the same time. So I gotta take my nephew to a Halloween party tomorrow afternoon. And y'all know Saturday we're going to be doing the finale of Power over on TSF. Raising Canaan, the finale of Raising Canaan. So somewhere this time I might see y'all again. But if not, y'all have a great weekend. Y'all make sure y'all are in the house for Silly Saturday tomorrow morning over at El Teddy's house. He is going to break down the mythical creatures that are foxes. Okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.